Welcome to the Humane Kinds podcast.
Welcome to World Vegan Day as well.
Yes.
How exciting. A full day for vegans.
Yep.
So we thought we'd share the story about how we actually became vegan.
Yep. I think for quite a few years I had said that I wanted to, and I went to get a food intolerance test done, and a few of the things that came back were lactose,
Cow's lactose.
and now I can't remember.
Sorry.
It's-
Garlic.
but it was like a couple of things that you wouldn't have as a vegan. So I tried to cut them out, but I found it really difficult because, like, checking labels on food and things, there seems to be milk in everything. So I found it quite tough. So I always said, like, my friend, he was vegan, he's been vegan for years, and I used to say to him, how do you do it? Like, I would love to be vegan, I just don't know what to eat. But then over 2 years ago now, it was like October 2019, can't remember exactly when, I watched Game Changers on Netflix, and we didn't stay together at the time, and I remember texting you and I was like, never eating meat again. And it was the influence behind it was health reasons after watching that. But I think if I had just left it to be about health reasons, then I probably wouldn't have stuck to it whenever I was, like, I don't know, wanting a treat or whatever. But from there I started educating myself more on, like, what happens in farms, looking at slaughterhouses, watched Dominion on, I think that was on YouTube. Is it Joaquin, what's his name?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yes.
Is it Joaquin?
Joaquin? What? I don't know. We're not great with celebrities. Lucy would know. I think he narrates it. I watched that. That totally put me off ever having meat and dairy as well, because what happens to the cows through that process was just horrific. So when I made that connection, it just totally shifted in my head. I knew that I would never touch meat again, or any dairy products, or anything animal related. And I think it's more in line with who I am as well, because I've always loved animals. What am I like? One of your friends calls me Dr. Dolittle, because I'm so drawn to animals all the time, and I always was. But I never really made the connection between food. I think because it's supermarkets and we don't see how it's getting there, and we just go and we buy it and it looks like that, we don't connect it to the animal. But I think now I've made that connection, I look at it differently. Like, before, I loved meat, it was never an issue. It was for you more.
Yeah, I really struggled with meat. Even eggs. Like, eggs weren't originally, but I don't know, the closer I got to becoming vegan, and it wasn't you kind of pushed us towards veganism, I would say. I tried it before a good few years ago, but I don't know, I just really struggled. Even cutting up meat and stuff like that, I was quite squeamish with it.
It gives me the bolt
didn't
now.
like it at all. It turns my stomach now. And as you say, my motivating factor was because I was on board with you. I'll be honest about that. Absolutely.
You were making the dinners.
I know, because we're really supportive of each other in different aspects of our life. So I was like, yeah, absolutely. And it wasn't a difficult transition for me, because I was squeamish with meat and stuff like that. The hardest thing was trying to find a good cheese.
Yeah, but we do have one now that we like.
Aye.
Is it Violife?
Violife Epic Mature, that's my favourite one. So Violife, if you want to sponsor us, crack on.
Milk for my tea was a hard one for me, but now we love Oatly.
Oatly, if you want to
The
sponsor
barista.
us as well.
We go through so much. At least a carton a day, because we like tea and coffee. Yep. I don't know as well, like maybe our taste buds have changed a bit because we've also got this chocolate that we love. What's that called?
Can't remember. We get it out of, it's in Asda. I'm sure it's in Morrison's as well. Can't remember. It's like a hazelnut one. Hazelnut truffle.
Rhythm.
Or Rhythm 360 or something like that. There's a number on it.
I can't remember. But my friend in work, she's a vegetarian, and she says she would love to. She's almost vegan, but she says the one thing that she would find hard is the chocolate. And I was like, I've got this amazing chocolate, best in the world, like better than any normal milk chocolate. And I brought it in. She was like, that's all right. So I think it's probably because
What are you talking about?
that's amazing. But maybe because it's been 2 years. I don't know.
No, I was reading a bit about this today, funnily enough, that your taste buds do change and adapt. So, I mean, maybe to others that are perhaps is going to try out veganism, the Epic Mature one, they might think that's disgusting, but we love it.
Oh, we do. No, I think it is really nice. It's the best vegan one there's been.
Aye.
No, like I had tried it before, found it really difficult. As soon as it switched in my head, I found a way. The first few months is looking at labels all the time, but then once you've done that and you start to know what you can have, what's okay, then it becomes just second nature. It's not a big deal now. It's not extra work. Also, as well, we have a lot of veg, and you use like mushrooms and things to like substitute meat.
Aye, so I think when we started, we had quite a bit of meat substitutes, I suppose, like these steaks and stuff like that we had. But it's fewer and fewer now.
It's more plant-based now.
Aye. And I think they always say like there's two camps with veganism. There's the people that are doing it for health and then the people doing it for ethical reasons. I think we're in both camps now. Certainly it started off for health reasons. What I would say is if you're giving it a go, then great. It's fantastic for the animals and environment and that. But don't go in and just, like my big brother does, just eat onion rings and chips all day.
That's not going to help you at all.
Try and get like a nice balanced diet there as well with it.
Yeah.
You know, things like tofu is fantastic. It's got lots of protein in it. Chickpeas, lentils, lots of protein. That's another thing people are like, do you get enough protein? How are you getting your protein? There's loads of protein and iron as well. There's loads of iron in things like spinach and broccoli.
Yeah, we do take a multivitamin as well to help with that, just to make sure. But I feel so much better. Like I had bad IBS before, and to the point where I went to the hospital one time, like thought I was dying. And then she brought out Buscopan, and I was like, oh, I can't believe I'm at the hospital for this.
I just needed a big fart.
But I don't have that problem anymore since we changed. I feel so much better. So yeah, but as at the beginning, it's just trying to educate yourself on. But there's so much information out there that you can go and read up on, or watch a documentary, or watch one of Stephen's videos on what to make. That it's much easier now. I'm looking forward to January because the shops are full of veganuary meals, so it'll be good.
Aye, we need to do more healthy videos, some cooking videos. Make sure we're keeping them up. You can join in as well.
Yeah.
Um,
But if anybody is interested, because so many people ask me all the time, and I just say start small, like try one meal a week or one day a week, and just do your best. It's always just about doing your best, not judging yourself. Or if you do try and go full halt from the beginning and you mess up, just brush it off and keep going.
And don't overcomplicate it.
No.
Really don't overcomplicate it. People have got this concept of veganism that it's overly complex meals and it's impossible. It's not. It's absolutely not. It's so easy. And it's not expensive. That's another thing. People think, oh, switching's so expensive. If you buy like meat replacements, then yes, it's going to be expensive.
Well, Aldi and that do them as well
Aye,
now.
true.
But also you get things advertised as being vegan, and that can be more expensive. But the things that are accidentally vegan, and fruit and veg is relatively cheap.
Aye, definitely. Even like a good old, I think we put a recipe up for it. I can't remember that soup. Good old Scotch broth soup. That's vegan.
Can't remember if you did.
It's vegan.
Lentil
It's
soup.
so nutritious. It's got so much protein in it.
Mm-hmm.
A lentil or mushroom based bolognese.
Mm-hmm.
So much protein. So healthy. Aye. So well, that's again. We said we'd talk a wee bit about our journey to veganism. So that's that.
Yep.
Aye.
Educate yourself. Do your best. Don't judge yourself. And read labels.
I make sure you pay good attention to labels.
Yeah.
Why is there even milk in crisps?
I know.
That's mental.
I know. They need to sort that.
I know. So happy World Vegan Day.
On the animals.